Hello everyone, and welcome to the first ever video from Outside Edge. My name's Pete, and what I want to talk about today is wood gas stoves and cooking on a wood gas stove. I've been playing around with them over the course of the summer, watched countless videos that other people have made and kind of pinched ideas from that, and I've come up with this one. This is sort of my take on the wood gas stove. Comes in three parts. Got the pot stand here, a flame concentrator on the top, and then the actual burn chamber itself. I've made a few sort of variations in the standard design. I'll show that later in a later video. I'll show you how to make one of these if you're interested. But the main thing I want to talk about is throughout all these videos, you see people piling wood into their stoves, to keep them going. What I want to do is I'm going to cook a stew for one person. It's a one-person deal on this much wood. That's all. That's the main fuel piece. It's a piece of oak, and we've got some fat wood. It's a stem from a pine tree. Not so much fat wood, I prefer to call it like a chubby stick. But what we'll do is I'll batten this down and this, and make some shavings from it to create the fuel and like the starter fire. Okay. Now here's one I made earlier. This is a bundle. This is a bundle that I battened down earlier. It's actually the next piece along from this piece. So once it's battened down, it looks like that. You can tell it's got the same bark. So this is the main fuel, and what it's all about is how you load it into the burn chamber. And I'll show you how that's done. I just take my my bundle. Oops. Any rogue bits? Just drop all this in here. Happy accident that it fits that way. Okay, so that all fits in like so in the bottom, all stacked up like that. Okay, you want to fill the chamber as best you can, as full as you can, but still leave enough room for air to circulate, of course. Now we sort of build the little fire on the top. This is again piece of this battened down, and with some of the pieces I made some shavings so that like so that we can get the whole thing started. Got a good tinder. I'm also going to use some birch paper. It's very fine birch bark as a tinder. But the pine and the fat wood, if you like, gives you a real hot fire right on the top, so that you get a good combustion for the lower main body of fuel. Okay, so I'll just build all that up and I'll show you when that's done. Okay, so here we are. That's all filled up now with looks nice and juicy. That should take us part no trouble. So what we'll do next is I'll take all this outside and we'll spark it up. Right, okay, here we go. We'll spark it up now, get it lit, and I'm just using a lighter on this occasion because this video is about fuel efficiency of these cookers rather than fire lighting techniques. There we go. No trouble there. Let's pop that pot stand on. Right, just stick the cookie pot on. Don't want to waste any of that heat. There we go. We're ready to start cooking. Let's put a bit of oil in the top.
Okay. And the first thing to go in will be the beef. Diced down to about 1/2 inch cubes, you know. So get that in, start the meat browning. Oops, 5-second rule. Anything that jumped on that meat, I wish it hadn't anyway. Okay, we've got some onions there. That's the next thing to go in. Don't know if you can hear it sizzling, but it seems to be doing alright. As I say, I've just lit it today with a lighter. I'll do fire lighting techniques in subsequent videos. Get the old ferro rods out and etc. So, browning the meat there, not only does it seal the meat in, keeps it more succulent. If you get some of the caramelisation on the bottom of the pot, it adds to flavour as well. Of course, cold today. Oh, and one of the things I forgot was to time it. So I'll start my my phone there. Right, so there we go. That started timing the whole process. It's literally 2 minutes after I've lit this, so we'll add 2 minutes at the end of it. So I'll put that to one side and we'll keep referring back to it later on. As you see, we're cooking away. Just lift the pot to there we go, there's the flame going nicely. There's a second stage to this cooking process. Once the flames died away, all the fuel's been used that way, what happens with these stoves is what you've got left is charcoal. Well, that gives you a secondary cooking time as the charcoal burns away and the airflow changes slightly from running up the side of the tin and out through the holes at the top. It sort of goes through the holes in through the bottom and keeps the charcoal glowing red. So you get about another half an hour cooking time just simmering, and I'll show you that technique when we get to it. But for now, this meat's cooking quite well. I'll just pop the lid on to keep the heat in. As soon as I find what I've done with the lid. Ah, there we go. Okay. There we go, pop the lid on. Okay, the meat's well brown now, so I'll put some onions in. Stir them around. See the stove gasifying nicely there. I add a few herbs and spices, mixed herbs, salt and pepper. Okay, we've all come to the boil now. Quick look at the timer. We're at 16 minutes. I'm now going to put the vegetables in. Got a few too many. Not to worry. Got to leave room because I'm going to put a dumpling in there at the end, so as they'll all cook down. Actually, I'll chuck them all in. What the hell? There we go. They'll render up their own juices and make a really tasty stock. Right, stew's bubbling away nicely. While that's carrying on, what we'll do is I'll just do a little piece on battening down this fat wood and making shavings or feather sticks. I'll use my my trusty Mora, so generously donated by my mate Foz over at Forester Bushcraft. So give him a check out. Really good stuff. But thanks, Foz. I'm now going to demonstrate using the Mora to batten down. There we go. Oh, it's quite a rich vein there. Look at that. Look at all that resin in there. But for making the shavings, what I've seen on many other videos is a lot of people they're doing like that, just pushing down, just like so. Actually, that's going quite easily. But a better way I've found, particularly with maybe different woods to this, is to use the whole blade. People only use part of the blade, so start at the tip, and then use the whole blade to run down the length of the cut, like so. And it's a lot easier. So you're actually sort of slicing the wood off, rather than just pushing using brute force. So a gentle slide as use the full length of the knife blade. Try again. That's like so, and you get some really nice shavings off, and you can make really good feather sticks doing it this way. Okay, right. Right, it's really going strong now. At the 24-minute mark. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's bubbling like crazy. I'll just see if I can move the microphone a bit closer to the flame so you can hear it. Can you hear that? Oh, it's cooking away a treat. Look at the fire burning well. Lovely. Look, no smoke. All that smoke and all the gases are all getting burned up by the stove. So, you know, you've got that added sort of stealth quality if you wanted that for whatever reason. Or perhaps just not making any smoke. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And here we are, still cooking away at 36 minutes. I won't lie, I've actually put a couple of these shavings that I took off earlier to demonstrate you know, the Mora, etc. But this is the first time I've used oak, and it was plenty of gas, just not enough flame, so I needed something to give it a flame just to ignite the gas. So I've used a little bit extra for that. So not much, but that's what's left of what I actually shaved off, so you can tell I've not used a lot. It's just enough to create a flame. Yeah. That much. Right, just going to make the dumpling now. There you go. Some dumpling mix in there. Ooh, smashed my nose. Some dumpling mix in there. 1 part suet, 2 parts flour, a little bit of bicarb or use self-raising flour, a little bit of water in, not much at all. You want as dry a mix as you can get. Just start mixing that up now, so that it just holds together. about as much as I want. Yeah. I'll dig that out, fashion it into a pancake shape, ready to go in. Rather than do lots of little ones, all I do is one big one. It helps to insulate as well. So we'll put that in a bit. There we go, dumpling mix. Okay, we're at the charcoal phase now, so just have a look down inside. There you go, you see the coals are there glowing away. I'll pop this back on. Here we go, made a small dumpling. Just pop that in, that'll swell to fill probably the top of the pan. Probably lift the lid off. But right, we'll pop that in now. There we go. Okay, I've added an old tea towel on top there just to give a bit more heat insulation, but we're running at about 105 minutes now. I've had to take my phone inside because the battery had run down, but I'll show you when we get back inside. I think we're about there, so I'm going to call it now. I'm going to lift up the pot and look down inside. So pretty much all the fuel's gone, but there is still heat coming off of there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a lot of heat. Let's have a look, see inside the pot. There we go. I don't know how that dumpling's going to go. It looks a bit heavy. I'll give it a try anyway. I'll take it inside and plate it up. Right, so there we go. I don't know if you can see, 115 minutes. Let's take the top off. Turn it off. And there we go. All ready to serve. Oh, well, that dumpling's alright. That's fine. Just pick the damn thing up. Ooh. Hot, hot, hot. So, plate of stew and dumplings, all cooked on a wood gas stove with that much wood. Thanks for watching. Shout out to anybody that's done a wood gas stove video. Special thanks to Foz over at Foz for Bushcraft, who gave me a real good boost, helped me get started with all this. If you like what you've seen, I'll be back with more. Please subscribe. See you again. Bye. And it's tender.